Okay. Hi Yuri, hi Mikey, hi Malvina. Let me know if you can hear and see, please. Hey Val. Hi Soda. Hi Steven, hi guys. Pepsi? What? Hey Nazarius. Coffee. Hey Dan. Hey YZ. Hi guys. How is everyone today? Yeah, Dan, you are on holiday, so can't really go wrong with that. Good, it's hot. Really? It's not hot here in Montreal for once. We've had 2 really nice days of the weather being somewhere between 15 and 25-ish. It was really hot before though. Ugh. Yep, in beautiful Edinburgh. Visited your owner's tea shop. Yeah, I know, I saw. I had my first COVID shot on the 1st, so I'm taking it easy. Oh, really? Wow. I'm getting my 2nd shot in about 2 weeks. Good, made a lovely trail ride, but y'all have heard plenty of that in the Discord chat. It was so fun to read about, though. And how AFK really took to it well. I found a new potato chips, guys. Dill pickle. What do you mean new, Mikey? We're close to BC. Registered at... Oof. Oh my gosh. 47 or 49 Celsius. Ugh. How? I hope you have some sort of AC or something. Dude, that's really bad. Do you get the smoke and how close are you to all that mess? Had my 2nd shot last week, felt terrible. Oh no, hopefully y'all won't feel as bad as I did. Aw. First shot was really, really easy. Like my arm was sore a bit, but that's it. I hope it goes similarly with the 2nd shot. We'll see soon enough. Oh, rain is great. It can be its own issue though, because if it's hot and rainy, outside becomes like a sauna. Hey, Bucks the Paint, hi. We didn't have AC. So do you have it now? Have you purchased an AC? We had to buy one last year because of all the working from home stuff. I mean, it was hot before too. And yeah, it was a bit difficult, but if it was just me, I could sort of cope with it. But yeah, last year we were like, well, if we're both gonna use our computers here during the summer, we kind of need to do something about the heat. So we bought one of those AC on wheels thingy. Oh no, not hot and rainy. well, we don't always have the choice around here. We had a thunderstorm yesterday and it did feel a little like a sauna. Right, you just walk outside and if it rains too early in the day and the sun comes out after, it just heats up all the humidity. So it really feels like walking in a sauna. And it's difficult to regulate one's own temperature because of that. Because the way we regulate ourselves is we sweat, and then the sweat evaporates. But it can't evaporate if it's like 85-90% humidity outside. Nothing will evaporate because it's too wet already. Basically, it sucks. We're in New Jersey and we had tornado warning. Yeah, 2 of them yesterday. Tornado, oh my gosh, what? When it's hot, a big storm comes, it cools off for 5 minutes. Yeah, I know. There's a really brief moment where you're like, oof, that's a bit better. And then the sun comes out and starts like heating it up and it's a big soup. Oh, I hate it so much. Out of anyone, perhaps this group here will relate. AC is around 400. Oh, whoa. What kind of unit is that? Hey, Kevin. Hi, Susan. Hi, guys. Happy Caturday and World Watercolor Month. Yeah, who is doing something in I'm searching for words. And who is doing anything in relation to the World Watercolor Month? You're doing the prompts. Oh, wow. I think it will sound amazing for art block. Ooh! I hope it will motivate you. Art block sucks. I'm not doing anything. I'm a bit busy with a commission. Ooh, that's nice. But I don't mind. It's fun to do some realism again once in a while. Realism is hard to do. I did them last year and had a lot of fun with it, though I was happy when it was over. It's always like that. Same with Inktober. When you finish Inktober, you're like, oh my gosh. Ah! Yeah, AC in the UK is pricey, like 300, 500 for a unit. You can get little ones for like 50, but I'm not sure if they're any good. But well, there's sort of 2 types of units. You have the one that is a box that you sort of put in a window. And you also have the small units that are on wheel and they have like a big tube and sort of a thingamajig that you can stuck in your window. They're more like temporary. They're not as permanent in their installation as the boxed ones. And those, the one on wheels, weren't that bad. Don't do anything, just started a job. Oh, whoa. Full-time is quite the mental strain. Oh yeah, I can see that. I hope the job is fun though. Today's prompt is dainty. Dainty. That kind of messes up my... Isn't that like the brand of instant rice that comes in a can? That's where my mind went to. Alright. Alright. Yeah, we can get separate units with tubes or little things that you fill with water, which cools the water and uses a fan. Oh, that's kind of nice. Yes, dainty rice. You know what I'm talking about, Stephen. It used to be like 99 cents for a can of rice that is pre-seasoned and sort of pre-cooked. And what you do is you empty the can into a bowl that goes in the microwave. I think you had to put a bit of water in there and you just microwave it. Excellent, well, excellent. Maybe not for health or for taste, but in terms of pricing point, was perfect for the student life. You add a can of tuna and like some frozen peas in there, and you have a meal and many leftovers. That cost you like $3 at the top. My reaction to the prompt too, though. Like if I had a house that was mine, I would definitely, like, we would talk about a real AC, of course, but now we just need something to cool down the small studio when we work there, both of us. A bit sort of art blocked as well, but it's not with a prompt like dainty that magic will occur. That's why I have issues with prompts. Like, people want to make it all fancy and conceptual, and you're like, well, I am not a conceptual artist. I'm a sort of very basic figurative artist, so dainty? I just don't... It feels too much like school, you know? When they would give you assignments, and instead of like seeing the assignment and being like, oh, that gives me like images and ideas and stuff, you really have to work hard at the theme or the prompt of the assignment to get something out of yourself, and you just want to get it done, which is not a positive feeling in my opinion. Yeah, I kind of prefer literal prompts too, like apple. You're like, okay, fine, perfect, apple, yeah. Those rolling AC units are great though. If it was on bed rest pregnancy in an apartment and we used one of those. Yeah, we have one here and I really appreciate it, honestly. It's noisy and you kind of have to, we have to set it up and then remove it every time we want to use it, just because of the way this apartment is made. But yeah, it's a lifesaver, truly. And it's not that expensive. I don't remember how much it was, but it was somewhere between $100 and $200, I think. I asked Mr. E and he doesn't remember either. I remember we had a ceramics project and it was around the prompt hunger it was hard, especially to make something ceramic from it. Ugh. Oh, I know what you mean. Ugh, bleh. I'm trying not to make it too complicated. Yesterday was momentum. I struggle. Yeah, I would have struggled with that too. It's super abstract. You're like, fine, you want to give me abstract prompts, I'm gonna paint you something abstract that is just like for the fun of playing with colors, and I'm gonna name it whatever you want me to name it. Like, good grief. That's why when I did Catober, I really tried to have prompts that were not too abstract. And if it was too abstract, there was always the other list that had cat-related stuff. So you have a starting point that it's about cats, at least. Like, having to do something in ceramics on the theme of hunger. Just make a freaking plate. There you go. It's a plate. You fill it with food, and you eat the food, and the hunger is gone. Thanks. Bye. Freaking hate this stuff. Hold on. Le truc is boy.
Oui, 320 pièces.
320 pièces?
Canadien.
Okay, so mystery checked, and the AC unit we got was $320 Canadian avec la taxe? Ou sans la taxe?
Sans la taxe.
Yeah, before tax. So 300 Canadian dollars, that's about... that would be what, about...
$20.
$20! Tellement. Oh my gosh, I'm sort of spotting these prompts again, and my brain is just like, no, taxes are not included, which is really stupid. I still got the 86 on ceramics though. A huge chucker. That's a really good grade. Good one, mystery. However, we always have to add the taxes, which is always like you see the price point and you're like, oh, that's a lot. And then you see the total with tax and all the stuff and you're like, ah, pain. Because your mind is not, you know, with tax in Quebec, it will be close to the price before tax in Alberta. You only have 5% tax in Alberta, huh? Here we have 15 total. There's 10% of one and 5% of the other, so total about 15%. I've seen some VAT taxes that were worse than that, but still. It's just, you know, the mental gymnastics of, let's say you buy something that is $199.99, like, okay, basically 200. And you're like, okay, cool, paying $200. No, you will pay $230. And you're like, oh my gosh, that's $30. Like, please include the taxes in the price so that when I see the thing, my mind is like, okay, this is what it's gonna cost. Are you tempted to come here to buy art supplies? Well, when I buy art supplies from other provinces in Canada, I don't pay our taxes from Quebec. So, like, I've a list of many stores like Delta Art and Paint Spot, and like besides Dessert, I think all the other websites I know are from other provinces, so they don't have us pay all the Quebec taxes. Otto! Hey, hi! We're talking about taxes and AC units. And also weird prompts for artwork and challenges and assignments. We were talking mostly about the prompts from World Watercolor Month and how they are like abstract concepts like momentum and dainty, and how that's can very easily become a chore rather than a really fun, inspiring thing. And then Kevin also mentioned that he had a ceramic assignment for school with the theme of hunger. And it's just like... yeah, momentum. That's the kind of prompts that doesn't make me want to do prompt challenges. Yeah, I mean, fine, the taxes are the taxes and they kind of serve a purpose, but it's always the surprise of seeing the price jump so much from the taxes being added. Like, just include them to begin with. The taxes, we don't pay taxes on certain foods, and the books only have one of the taxes, and now feminine hygiene products are not taxed either, but that's a recent one. Tomorrow is patter. Well, that's a 5-minute job. You just grab your brush and use plat, and you go, there, done. Thank you, bye. I mean, hey, Josephina. Hey, Critadoodle. Hi. Okay, so I'm not the only one who thought they were weird. Thank goodness. Oh, yeah. Jesus. Momentum. It just hurts my brain to try and figure something out. Why not make it like a car? There. What? That's too literal? That's too straightforward? Not abstract enough? The thing is, I feel like with abstract prompts, it has to come from a place within you. Like, your own process of making art takes you in a place where you stumble upon a concept that you want to interpret in art. Not to be thrown something like momentum and say, oh, you have 24 hours to do something. Blech. I know what to do for momentum. Check this out. There, you have a mom and her kitten Tom. Bedumtish indeed. The thing is like, you have 24 hours to do something, and you don't have all of those 24 hours to come up with the most conceptual, fancy piece of art. I love it when you deep chuckle. I can completely understand it's not for everyone. I like that it makes me paint things I wouldn't have done otherwise. Yeah, but I mean, yeah, if it works for you, that's ideal. Like, that's pretty awesome. Like, I can see those prompts working for certain people, but the thing is I can also easily see people who would be put off by the same thing. Momentum, cat torpedoing. Yeah, see, that's the kind of thing, but it's a lot of work to put into a drawing or a painting or whatever. Like, to figure it out. Like, if it was just about getting the idea but not having to execute the idea, fine. But that's minutes to do one of the prompts on certain days, so I did a swing for momentum. That's good. Faithful. Ugh. Faithful. I think it's easier to find those prompts in the art pieces that already exist rather than make those. Or yeah, or I mean, with a thing like faithful, or like you can faithful. Oh my gosh. Yeah, I really don't know what to do with that one. Abandoned is easier. But if it was like 5 prompts and you have like 5 days to make something, I don't know. I guess for faithful you can draw someone praying. Yeah, that's sort of what comes to mind, but the thing is do I want to draw that? Personally, nope. So that's the thing. I mean, you can follow a list of prompts and just come up with stuff that follows the prompt, but that doesn't necessarily mean that it will be fun to paint or draw. And if it's not fun and I have to do that for like 30 days, no thanks. I mean, it's the same thing with Inktober every year too, and all of those. I could argue that Baroque painting of the cows is the faithful prompt because people express the fact that they're faithful through their ideas and values. And that's what the church says. Yeah. For faithful, my mind went to the illustration for Married at First Sight that show a lot of time. Oh. In Netherlands, people once said no to painting Jesus and painted landscapes and cows. That's really interesting. I think of dogs and friend when I hear faithful. It's just so loaded a term. It's not like Apple. Like Apple, you can decide to just do a freaking apple. Or you can go with like stories about apples and go really in depth about stuff. But at least it has levels, you know. And if whatever I show, I'm like, okay, I did draw this for this challenge, and if I ask someone, can you guess what the prompt was, and people might say apple, I'm like, yeah, good job. But like if I you know, something like faithful, Like, I totally understand the dogs and the friends, but if I were to show a drawing of dogs and friends, someone would be like, friendship? And it's just so, I don't know. It's just not my cup of tea, I guess. Hey, Jellybean, hi! Or like momentum. A swing is a really good drawing for momentum, but if you show that to someone without telling them what the prompt is, they might say like something like swing or summer or playing, or, you know, it's just so... Anyway, enough rambling about that. Hard to believe we're already in July. Seriously. It's kind of washed out though. Oh. I think it might be a bit more visible now. Are you working on something for World Watercolor Month? No, I'm not. We were just talking about it, but I'm not doing anything for it. Besides what I said, which is to think about painting more, like to sit down and paint a bit more. Literally, where did April, May, and June go? No idea. No idea. Oh, hi, Gerbils. Aw. Aw, so cute. It's already the last half of the year. Yeah. This is off topic. Which is your favorite schminke set that you have and why? Oh. Well, in terms of... Hey, Jinja! Hi! In terms of usage, I guess it would be the 24 color set, but I've modified it a bit. I've switched out some colors and added some in. Tube. I think it's just very practical. I'm trying to think if I have a favorite set. I'll go check. There's gotta be one somewhere, but where is it? I kind of really like this one. Because it's a bunch of sort of muted colors in here. And a lot of granulation or textured colors. trying to remember which... Oh, I think it's these. That's the colors from this set. Right, if you remove this. So I kind of really like what's happening here. But yeah, I've been really sort of feeling the more muted or granulating colors, so that probably plays into it too. On earth do you remember? Well, I mean, for something like a set, I can tell. It's not that hard. Let's see if I can sort of locate it quickly. Some of them I will label, some of them I won't. Sometimes it takes a bit more thinking to figure it out, like this one. But I mean, that's pretty straightforward. I know it has the Potter's Pink, and it has Chromium Oxide Green, so I knew seeing this spread that it was this set. Because I can sort of remember a few of the colors that are in there. I don't know what exactly is the name of the colors, all of them, like especially the browns. But that's like obviously Potter's Pink, Chromium Oxide Green, probably an Ultramarine Blue, and Indanthrone Blue, possibly. I tried to label pens with the name, so that's easier. Or a phone focus, yeah. So I don't know what to paint with these colors, I just enjoy them more. I finished this sketchbook. Well, it's mostly finished. There's one thing I gotta go back and do, and it's paint this one. But I sort of never take the time to sit in front of my screen and use that as... There's a couple of pages. I need to fill this page too, and the last one. But yeah. Pizza has arrived. Oh man, pizza. Time to paint it then, perfect for the stream. I could try. Yeah, let's see if I can set it up. It will depend if my phone has enough battery left. Oof. It's gonna be fine, but you know when water smells like old plastic? Just gonna try and locate the reference. Guys, she's named Tortellini. Ah, how sweet. Hey, Alexander, hi. Aw, that's so cute, Otto. Hide your bills. Oh man. Oh, that pizza talk. Mmm. That's so cute, Jelly Bean. Meow, 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 meow. Oh, I can totally see that. Ah, yeah, this is the beautiful, wonderful Daniel Smith set. With the lovely French ultramarine that doesn't float around, never. Pfft. Anyone have recommendation for against certain plein air camping chair for larger size human? That triangle one. trying to remember. Does it have to be like portable? The micro portable painter always looks cute, so cute. I agree. I love how tiny it is. It is like the smallest palette ever. It's so tiny. Chip got his fur cut today, and the lady and the lad kept calling him Mr. Chip. So now we call him Mr. Chip all pushy. That's adorable! Kala wasn't exactly the nicest cat. Was she a tortie or a calico? Out of curiosity. She was one of those nutty torties, yeah, okay. Not a surprise! I absolutely never mix enough color. No matter how small, no matter how big I paint. We used to call him his Royal Highness. Hey, Lana! I need portable, but not double extra lightweight or whatever. What about, you know, those chairs that have a bit more substance to them, like they have armrests and they have a back, but they're also foldable. I've never really tried one, but they seem to be quite nice. And there's a beverage holder, so you can always put either your drinking water or your painting water in there. Built like dwarf with an improperly healed broken foot and a broken gait. It's very helpful for things like walking in straight lines. Well, you would survive on Dune. Like on Arrakis, you would be fine. No sandworm would come to eat you, for sure. You just have a Fremen walking style. Guys, I think oh no, at all. I've seen some jinja that were not that long, but it's because when you open them, you kind of sit closer to the ground anyway, for those that are smaller. But I don't know if that would work for you. Yeah, tea and vitamin C and ginger. Lemon ginger, Otto. Oh yeah, honey too. Would donuts help? Of course donuts would help. How is that a question? Oh no, my reference shut down. I have no idea where my honey is in the mountain. Oh no. Well, donuts, they're sweet, right? Oh, come on, for Pete's sake. What the fudge are you doing? I have a really raw throat, but it's from the end. Ooh, Kevin, that doesn't sound like fun. You haven't been fighting any chickens lately. Yeah, that's always the big question here. Leave the chickens alone, Kevin. Okay, catching up. Anyone here ever tried the White Knight's Payne's Grey? What's special about it? It's official if I didn't go to heaven. What's happening then? Okay, I have tea, baruka, and donuts. That's the fizzy stuff, right? Like you've shown those tablets in a video before, am I right? This pizza is the best ever. I just had pizza from one of the best places in Edinburgh. Freaking pizza! Waiting for this to dry a bit. Yeah, the fizzy orange stuff that makes your opinion yellow. It's gonna be full of vitamin B then, because it's the vitamin B that makes the pea neon yellow. And asparagus makes it stink really bad. Ellen, hi! Congrats on getting the second shot, and I hope you feel back to normal really quickly. Krispy Kreme coming to the city was the worst thing that has ever happened to my waistline. Oh no. You're gonna have to take more hikes to balance it out. You're hiking while eating donuts. I'm so bothered by how this paper has a good and a bad side. Like, I can tell and it's bothering me. Is that the B2 riboflavin? I don't exactly know. Yeah, not for now. Not hiking for now, though, but later, when the foot is back to normal. Now is the time to eat donuts for healing, and then it's gonna be the time to eat donuts for hiking. Can and should are totally separate issues. I don't remember, but I know that B vitamin supplements or any kind of multivitamin with a lot of B vitamin in there will really affect the way the pee comes out. It hit me about as hard as the first one. Sore arm, guts are a bit in upheaval. Headache and surgery. Oh no. I'm so sorry, Ellen. Do you know which one you received? Just out of curiosity. Pfizer for both doses. Interesting. It is a good day indeed. Ice cream, sushi, pizza, cake. I think a diet is in order. Diets on holiday? What? Diets are so sad. And so hard to keep up with. I'm literally the only person I know who got given AstraZeneca. Yeah, I think... Hold on. Trying to think if I know of anyone else who got the AstraZeneca one, and I can't sum it up. Hitting the gym or a day 3 times a week does wonders. If you can get the motivation to go. That's the real hurdle is there. It's not the exercising as much as getting your ass over there and getting started. Freaking gross. debacle? What happened, Box of Paint? I think I missed that. Or just have really poor memory. Also possible. Oh, Otto, did you see the photo of Scout that I sent you? Anyone in the group that has come back are doing fine, just sore. My hub's choir did a super control outdoor event and 1/3 of the choir got pinged by track and ooh. Yeah, good luck trying to sing a Mogwai song. They have a few songs with lyrics, but yeah, they are more instrumental, yeah. In general. Will really depend on the album, but a lot of the songs are instrumental. So it's really difficult to sing post-track stuff. Stretching. Painting is basically like 2 parts waiting for paint to dry, 1 part painting and 1 part stretching. Spin cycle is still going. At the previous place, you didn't have your own washing machine, right, Otto? Having one's own washing machine is such a game changer. Why does any spin cycle need to go on? Because it's trying to remove as much water as possible from the clothes. I asked if you had a washing machine at the previous place. Yeah, the apartment had a washing machine. Okay. It's normal for rental apartment to have washing machine in the UK. Here it's not. Many places will have a communal washing machine area. Or the, sorry. Okay. Or, there will be all the plugs to have a washing machine, but no machine, so you have to bring your own or buy your own. Yeah, we have a washing machine and a dryer. I love it. We used to have to go to the laundromat, and that was not exactly fun. The first thing we brought into this apartment was the washing machine and the dryer. It was empty, and we had those delivered first. Well, our apartment here is completely empty, basically. Yes, same here, unless it's specified that it has furniture in it. Because some apartments will come with basic furniture like oven, fridge, maybe a washing machine, maybe a dishwasher. Mine is a washing machine and a dryer in one machine. Whoa, that exists? I didn't even know that existed. Here you can rent either furnished or unfurnished. Huh. I never used the dishwasher. Yeah, there was one in here when we came in, but with the state the apartment was in, I really didn't feel up to using the dishwasher that the previous tenants had used. So our landlord kindly took it away. And in Scotland, if you get a furnished rental, it also has things like plates and mugs. That surprised me. That's really surprising. It's like a bit closer to the Airbnb than an apartment for rental here. I miss the dryer. Oh man, seriously. When we used the laundromat, we didn't dry our stuff there because it was already lengthy to just wash everything. So we would haul back all the wet stuff to our apartment and hang stuff to dry, and it would get so humid. It was so bad. Literally waiting for paint to dry. Ugh. Most of my clothes aren't dryer compatible. What are they made of? That's something I miss about living with my parents. No washing machine in my apartment. Oh yeah. Yeah. Though, like we went all out with our washing machine. Not that we didn't get like the most fancy one, but we did get a frontal loading one. Because it might not be like that over in Europe, but here you can get washing machines that are top loaded. Let's pretend this is your washing machine. It has like all the nubs and thingamajigs in the back here. But the lid is here. So it's basically this that opens up like this. And in here you have like a thingy that will turn, and that's what steers the clothes. But that will really wreck up your clothes. While the front loading stuff, since it just tumbles your clothing, it stretches it a lot less. So what you pay more in the machine, you save up in clothes, I guess. I have a separate room for drying clothes, also because here in Ireland, main source of heat is still the coal burner in the kitchen. That was so weird when I first got it. Really? Ooh, coal. I had the feeling I was at an old train museum all the time, smell of coal. Oh no. Were you able to sort of switch that out? Most of my clothes aren't dryer compatible. That's why I buy 2 sizes larger than what I need. I don't know, most of the labels say not to tumble dry and I don't want to risk it. Huh. Like, I think we dry most of the stuff we have. And if I'm a bit unsure, we have a delicate drying mode that I use that's a tiny bit less warm. No, that is why I have a separate drying room. I can close the door and the clothes will stay nice and fresh. Oh, okay. Wow. That's pretty hardcore that you still have to use coal. Very old school. I have a top loading machine, but instead of the agitator moving, the whole barrel moves instead. But my favorite choice, putting laundry out on the line. I love having a line. Yeah, that's really handy. Not in the winter as much, but in the summer. And with a front loader, you don't have to dive headfirst into the washer to get that last suck out and then have to struggle getting back out. Short people problem. Yes, same. I'm 5 feet tall. 5 feet short. Anyway, so oh man, getting stuff at the bottom of the washing machine when it's a top loading. Oh dang, that's always like you basically always have to endure a minimum amount of pain from being like folded in half over the top and trying to reach at the bottom, so stretching your arm but also having the agitator in the way and then trying to grab the freaking sock at the bottom. Is it a very old house, Susan? Old houses look so cool. Yeah, they do. They often have a lot of issues, though, that you wouldn't think of, but they really look cool. No, it's totally renovated, but I live in rural Ireland. There is no system set up like in the Netherlands, Scotland for gas or leftover hot water. Okay, I see. Oh, that's interesting, Ellen. Ellen says, I have just discovered a nice use for moon glow. Makes a lovely soft grey for a pale buckskin horse. For gas or... Oh, industrial hot water. Okay, okay. I mean, as long as it works. I would think that Edinburgh Castle has been renovated. My art teacher in school would say don't draw boxes, i.e. modern houses, late 60s style. That's awesome, Susan. What did you get? Hey, welcome back, Otto. Maybe it's about 900 years old. Yeah, they definitely have had to renovate it. Can you imagine? You wouldn't find many royals who would live in a 900-year-old castle without any amenities in there. The same age as my other half. Oh, yeah, I'm sure they will enjoy that. It is 900 years old. Oh, that's so cool, though. Like, over here, everything is so new in comparison. Hanimio aquarelle selection, watercolor paper 12 sheet. Ooh! Caddy logbook. Oh, nice! Papers. Some pigments, some Cavendish Museum aquarelle. Ooh! Ooh! Yeah, those are nice. They're such great quality. Ultramarine blue is such a nice color. Well, happy late birthday, Stephen. It's been odd to think about it because my mom's birthday is in about a week. Or would have been in about a week. It just feels a bit weird to think about it. It's never easy when those significant dates come up. I agree, it's always weird. And they're all clustered together in my case. It's like early May, and then you have Mother's Day in May, and then July. The rest of the year is a bit like smoother, but how was lunch, Jellybean? I sent squishy virtual Ogs. Aw, thank you. I like that they're squishy. It was good, thank you for asking. Oh man, kind of making me hungry. What's the best thing you guys have eaten this week? Let's talk about food. One of our sort of best of topics. What's the best thing I ate this week? Oh, by the way, Otto, we tried the pudding slash flan pie berries, and they were so good. They taste like caramel. I think you would love them. Gelato, fudge. I had frozen pizza. Oh man, pizza. I miss pizza. It's too hot to cook any pizza these days. Buffalo chicken Caesar salad. Ooh. Ooh. Wow. Like Caesar salad is a salad that I can sort of get behind because it's not just leaves and like veggies and fat-free dressing. Ugh. Yeah, they like when you open them, they smell a lot like caramel, like the flan, the one that you flip, and that has the caramel at the bottom slash top. Once you flip it, it really has that lovely caramel smell. It smelled really good. trying to think. Was that the tastiest thing I ate this week? I don't know. I think we had some. Yeah, we had some almond croissant and the local one of the semi-close bakeries. Anyway, they have a pie where the dough is flaky pastry, and on top they put almond cream, pears, and chocolate, and it's really, really delicious. For healthier dressing, I like olive oil, harissa paste, orange juice, and honey. Interesting. The thing is that I don't like oil. Like most dressing I've seen, let's say you take the regular oil and balsamic dressing. Most recipes I've seen were like 2 parts of oil and the vinegar only 1 part. And that's just not for me. But at the same time, I find salad so weird. Like, you cannot tell me that a mayo-based dressing is not gonna be better for a salad. Like, seriously. Best food tomorrow, sushi. Ooh, sushi. We had some yesterday, they were good. I could draw sushi. Let's try to draw sushi from memory. So one of my favorite has a tuna, and then it has the marinated radish. What do they call it? Dang, the name escapes me. Oh, the second best thing I had this week was spanakopita from a coffee shop when the place 2 doors down was closed. I missed that. That's so delicious. That satisfies all the food cravings all at once. Because you have the cheese in there and the flaky dough. Oh man. Why is cheese in everything? And then avocado and some tempura. And they put sesame seeds on the outside. Sushi. Tofu vegetable dumplings I got from the Asian markets by my parents' house. Oh, that sounds amazing. That's one of the things I really miss not having close by is a good Asian grocery store. First of all, it's really easy to find stuff that is dairy-free in an Asian grocery store. Like, they don't put cheese or milk in everything. And also you have a lot of nice like vegan options, like good tofu. Feta, spinach, and flaky filo pastry, yep. And like in a spiral, right? Is panna coppita not always sort of a spiral? I can be picky with what cheeses I'll eat after a stomach flu I had a few years ago. Oof, I can see that. Oh, they had really nice Irish brie at Lidl. Got it Thursday and it's already gone. Yes, and it is all tasty, honestly. Like, all the staples you need are available in the Asian grocery store, and like the closest to us is on the other side of the place. Like, Montreal's an island, and it's like definitely on the other side of the island, and I'm sad. I would have to seek out, like, do some research, see if there's something close by, but the thing is I don't have a car because it's not exactly useful in a big city like Montreal. So sometimes it's really daunting to haul back like heavy grocery, and you sort of, since you don't go often, you kind of want to stock up on staples, so it's even heavier. Last time I cat sat at Cassie's, I learned how weak my willpower is against cheese, even though they really kill me. Oh. Have you found something that helps a bit, like Lactaid or allergy pills or something? There is one thing that we get in the summer that I think is really awesome. It's these za'atar flatbread. It's a bit like a pita bread, but it's a bit softer because I think they put more fat on it, so it's not as dry, and it's like covered in the za'atar spice mix. And it's really nice because you don't have to eat it warm, you can eat it cold. So when it's like a bajillion degrees outside, you just unfreeze them and eat them. And it's just their owners keep the most amazing cheese jars. Oh man. To be able to enjoy any kind of cheese, that's sort of a blessing in a way. Nope, tried Lactaid, actually made me worse. Oh no! Allergy tablets help a little, but not much. Staying away is the best, but cheese. I think when people have to drop animal foods from their diet, cheese and bacon seem to be the most recurrent difficulties. Never go to France for vacation. Oh my, they have the most amazing cheeses. They have good charcuterie as well, like cured meats. I don't get why I can't stay away from the things I'm allergic to. But they taste good and they're everywhere. Like, you're having to deal with temptation all the time. Steven says I'm British, so designed to handle dairy, but I still have almost none nowadays. When you have it again, do you run into issues with it? Like on the rare occasional moments where you would have a tiny bit of dairy, Stephen, if you do you have a harder time digesting it since you don't eat it often? Ellen says, oh gosh, a friend of mine's mom runs a dairy, makes artisanal cheeses. Their stall is so dangerous when I go to our slow food market. He gives me discounts. Aw. Well, can you eat cheese fine, or is it causing you issues? I once bought a brie in a gas station in France, and it was the best brie ever. I love cheese in any form. Pure cheese, mozzarella sticks, cheesecake, cheese pizza, anything. Wait, say that word. What? Charcuterie? It's charcuterie. It's basically all the deli meats and the cured meats. A buddy of mine, when he went vegan, said that junk meat, like pepperonis and cured meats, were the hardest. I can see that. And also all the fake meats, all the vegan-made fake meats, really don't hit that spot properly. I think it's this staple in France, but farmers markets are the best. Good cheeses, fantastic fruits, and yummy cured meats. Yeah. Say that again. Charcuterie. How can I? shaku, like would be like, you know, in Japanese. It's basically like the, but you don't say the H, so charcuterie and charcuterie. No, just trying to watch my weight these days. Yeah, that's the other thing with cheese. It's like a portion of cheese is like this big, and it's like a bajillion calories already. Holy cow, I've been saying that word so terribly wrong all this time. Oh no, how were you saying it? I can eat dairy no problem in small amounts, but it's just a lump of tasty lard. And eventually that will catch up. Yeah, definitely. That's a butcher in France, too, Ev. No, that's charcutier. That's the guy who makes the charcuterie. And you also have boucher. So that's the guy who would make like steaks and whatnot, I think. T'es en train de rire de moi ou...
Je suis en train de tousser.
Ok, c'est bon.
Je t'écoute pas.
I've been saying chartreuse. Like chartreuse, like the color. Yeah, that's chartreuse. It's also a liquor. Hey Lee, hi. Yeah, charcuterie is the cured meats, and charcutier, I think, is the guy who makes it, but we don't use charcutier often here. I've been seeing the color all this time. Well, you've been true to yourself, though. Like, that's probably the most auto thing ever. Oh, you found your adventure chair, Ginger. What did you get? That's a fancy word for ultra-processed meats. Charcuterie? Well, it's not necessarily always ultra-processed. Sometimes it's just cured meats. And curing meats is not a very, like, difficult process because we've been curing meats for so long now. Chartreuse is a color that some people think is lime green and some are bright pink. Yeah, I don't know why some people think it's a bright pink. It's this yellow-green color. It is a yellow-green color. I have no idea why people think it's a pinkish color. Maybe because of the sort of brown pink thing. Like, you know how Sennelier has a color that's named brown pink. And it's called style de grain something in French. You go for a top pass. Yeah, oh, by all means. Do you enjoy veggie pâté, Stephen? You know, it's like a spreadable pâté, but it's made from veggies and seeds and stuff. It's really tasty. Yeah, it's still the grain. Still the grain. Chartreuse, the booze is very yellow-green. Yeah, I think you have two colors of chartreuse. You have the yellow-green, and I think one is a tiny bit greener. But I'm not a big aficionado of alcohol. I think I just saw someone, like, in a video, like, drink chartreuse once. I don't think that's common here, the veggie pâté. Oh, really? I suppose never had it. The word pâté is not a magnet for me. Yeah, it's like a spread. But it's really flavorful. It's really delicious. It's a pretty much full-size chair made by Moonlands. It's very similar to a fancy schmancy turbo expensive one, except this one is about $33 and has pockets. And it fits into a teeny bag. That's awesome. It's a new gamboge color. No, it's not. Pate is liver, so not sure what veggie pate is. Well, that's what I was saying. It's a bunch of veggies and seeds. And they're sort of ground together to make it a paste, but it's not smooth paste. It's a bit chunky. And they put it in a baking dish and they cook it like that. So it becomes a spreadable thing that is mostly like sunflower seeds. They might be putting some flour in there, maybe some wheat or some oats. And there's stuff like carrots and veggies. There's a bit of onion in there too. It is really good. It is honestly delicious. Like the only tiny downside that it has is it's kind of fatty because of the seeds in there. Like the sunflower seeds, they will produce a bit of oil, but it's really, really tasty. We have one around here that we can get. That's my favorite because it comes as like a... It's probably cooked in a small like pie dish, and it has a laurel leaf on top. It's really tasty. I've always enjoyed veggie pate because my mom started like putting it in our lunches back when I was in primary school. I've always enjoyed that with yellow mustard and alfalfa sprouts. Really good mix. Backpacking chair. Huh, I will write that down because that sounds like the kind of precise terminology that I would forget, but that might come in handy eventually. Oh, there's a cardinal outside being really loud. I just bought some powdered Coleman's mustard. Oh man, I can't do hot mustard. I'm a wuss. Like even Dijon mustard is too strong for me. Which is why I put yellow mustard in my sandwiches. How's that chair you got? The one that I got was the one I'm using. It's still the one I'm using. And it's still about the same. Meaning that it's a really comfy, nice chair, but it really keeps in the farts. And I apologize for my French. Right up your nostril. Yeah, you cannot have blocked sinuses with that kind of stuff. But it's so painful. Oh man, that pain. It hurts so bad. I like mustard, but the really soft kind. Like the the yellow stuff that is absolutely not the kind that will go up your nose. I didn't know mustard could be dangerous. I prefer Dijon mustard. Well, Dijon is kind of strong mustard, but probably on the lower echelons of strong mustard. I can't do Dijon mustard. I remember quite a few times when, I was mentioning lunches earlier, but well, Back in the same period of time, my mom would sometimes do sandwiches for like my dad and me. And they would basically be the same sandwiches, except that my dad would take Dijon mustard and I would take yellow mustard. And it happened once or twice that she would give the wrong sandwich to the wrong person. And I remember having to try to eat my way through a sandwich with Dijon mustard in it and not having fun. Mustard plaster will burn your skin. Eee. Mustard. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Oh, yeah. I love spicy, but all mustard except American yellow tastes like horseradish to me, and I just can't. I'm the same with mustard. It just goes straight up in the nose and messes up the sense of taste. So I'm American yellow mustard all the way. Which is hilarious because one of the main American yellow mustard brand is called French. Okay, sure, what not? It's not Dijon mustard, it's Dijon. Dijon is the singer. Put maple syrup in it. Ooh, that's gonna be yummy. It's gotta balance out the punch in the face. But see, I would do yellow mustard and maple. Like I can't do the up here. Even wasabi I cannot. It just hurts. Like it's painful. Just not a condiment guy. Ah, what do you put in your burgers then? What do you guys put in your burgers? Yeah, as now it's Celine Dion, but the mustard is Dijon. There's an extra letter in there. We switched over to using French's ketchup as well as mustard because French's is still producing it here in Canada. Is it good? We can get ketchup from the farmer's market place we get our food, and it's made by a small company in Quebec, so... Oh man, I'll keep that in mind. If I have to buy like a ketchup at the grocery store, I will get French's if they have it. I like things like ketchup, mayo, and relish on burgers. Mustard is okay on burgers so long as it's with other condiments. My burger generally at most has cheese, bacon, barbecue sauce. Oh, okay. Well, barbecue sauce is nice. Cheese would be great, but you know, bacon, I don't often have bacon with burgers because it means cooking extra stuff. French's makes ketchup. Yeah, they do. They have a couple of odd sauces too, like I don't remember, but I remember seeing many labels of French's stuff at the grocery store. I prefer mustard on hot dogs. Today's stream. Ugh, stop murdering my language. What? It's not so bad. I mean, French is hard, so. Any other language question? I mean, while at it. The most recurring burger I do here is just tofu, because tofu I get like it comes in blocks, so I just slice it off, so it creates like square slices, and I pan fry that and put it in a burger bun with condiments, and there you go, vegan burger. Burger, green relish, yellow mustard, ketchup, lettuce, tomatoes, and pickled bacon if it's available, but only rarely. Wow. Sounds like a legit burger that will collapse on itself as you try to eat it. I still occasionally give Dexter a good squeeze and sing to him omelette du fromage, and that's the closest I get to even attempting to butcher your language. It's even more hilarious because omelette du fromage is not right in French. No, I'm not gonna say that, Stephen. I struggle enough with those words already. Ugh. Broken my brain. I think throughout is one that I hate the most. I mean, like, why is there so many CH's and H's and R's in that word? What? We usually make sliders nowadays because we're trying to watch things. Sliders are a nice alternative to an enormous burger. Yeah, that's a fair point. There's a band with Carrie Kenny as the lead, and it's called American Woman, and it's sung in terrible French. And my friend from Ottawa. Ottawa? Didn't see the irony. Hold on, what's the irony? I have no idea who Carrie Kenny is, so maybe that's there. Okay, let's draw more food because I'm gonna try to draw the almond croissant. Man, I'm craving almond croissant. It's so good! What if you saw her? She's a comedian. Oh, okay, I see. Croissant, yeah, I know. They also have, same as the almond croissant, but it's pistachio? Like it's almond and pistache in there. And it's also really, really good. And they have chocolatine aux amandes, which is basically the crust you get from an almond croissant and a chocolate croissant. So it has chocolate and almond stuff in it. And what else? What else is completely decadent at the bakery? I mentioned the pie. They have really amazing apple turnovers. Apple croissant. But it's a square. And it's like all flaky pastry over here. Like flaky, flaky, flaky. And if I were to like cut it in half, it would kind of look like this. It has a pocket of homemade apple sauce, and then you have all the flaky pastry that goes over it and under it, and it's amazing. I got a weird one. Am I the only person that steak is a lost cause on? Like everyone loses their mind and I'm like, meh, I'll have the chicken, thanks. Maybe. I think I prefer beef to chicken, so. Wonder how peanut butter would go in a croissant. If it's a plain croissant, it would be quite nice. I mean, it's delicious. Hey, thank you so much for being here, Otto. I hope you have a great weekend. And we will talk later. I hope your sore throat turns out to be nothing. Fingers crossed. Hey, Olivia, hi. Carrie Kinney was the dark-haired policewoman in Reno 9/11. And the chocolate ones. I forget. Yeah, the chocolate ones, they're amazing, but they're like between a really decadent croissant and the regular croissant. Like what I'm used to is chocolatine is the one that is a bit like this. And in it you have like chocolate. You have like two, sort of one or two sticks of chocolate. If you're lucky, it's going to be chocolate chip, and that's even better. And pain au chocolat, to me, the one we get, it's literally a loaf of bread, a bit like brioche bread, and it has chocolate chips in it. That's what we have around here that would qualify as pain au chocolat, which is literally like chocolate bread, while the other one would be chocolate croissant. I can say at least that peanut butter on croissant is awesome. Yeah, Nutella on croissant is A++. I'm also not a steak person. Texture. Huh. Thank you for being here, YZ. Have a great weekend. Aw, well, thank you for making the community happen. Wouldn't happen without you guys. I really wish I had croissant now. Yeah, Nutella on croissant is also quite next level. The most hilarious to me is butter on croissant. Perhaps it's the same stringy, it's not an option. But you cannot have anything more stringy than chicken. It is strings, like when you sort of take apart chicken, it takes apart in strings. No? I had to translate chocolate chaud the other day to my other half. Felt kind of cool. Hot chocolate. Well, I got chocolate croissant, chocolatine, and regular croissant delivered from a local... Oh, that sounds amazingly. Off topic, but does anyone here know how to get these cute binding clips from the Tokyo Disney store? Have you tried Etsy? Or eBay, maybe? I've been craving Nutella so bad. I'm trying to... You need to get... If you crave Nutella, you need to get the teeny tiny jar. You know, the minuscule one that has like at most 2 tablespoons in there. And once you've eaten all of it, you can keep the jar for your painting travel kit. They didn't have almond, unfortunately. Aw. But still, I mean, fresh croissant and chocolatine sounds amazing. Other half, he won't do chicken. Well, at least it's consistent. Unless it's been chopped up, preformed, and deep fried. Like fried chicken? Excuse me, but steak does not come in dinosaur shapes. Oh, well, yeah, you don't get a lot of texture in chicken nuggets because it's basically ground chicken. Is it PC Brands that has a new competitor to Nutella? Do they? There's a lot of variants on the Nutella, but oddly enough, none of the spin-off taste like the original stuff. Nuggets. Ah, nuggets. I don't think I've ever seen a tiny jar of it. Hold on, let me... le poignet. Là.
Veux-tu que j'aille le chercher?
Mini genre de Nutella. Like this is 25 grams, so that's pretty safe. And it's a nice glass jar, so it's fun to hold too, like it's perfect. I haven't had chicken nuggets in like 15 years, but I will never let that argument die. Well, the original is not the healthiest, so not following the recipe exactly might not be bad. No, exactly! But at the same time, it's just odd. Like, I just find it peculiar that of all the spin-offs of Nutella, they all taste different. So you can definitely have a favorite spread because they don't all taste the same. Like, I bought that one in like a bookstore. Does contain milk whey, but well, the original one does too. Sadly enough. I found a really tasty one that is vegan. It's dairy free. It's basically chocolate and hazelnut spread, but it's good. And also the one that's locally made, that's some pumpkin seed butter and chocolate, is amazing. My grandmother's favorite me story is, I sat in the grocery store and cried and then threw a tantrum because I found chicken fried steak here. It was actually just fried chicken, but they felt the need to lie. Aww. Might like a cashew version. Ooh. Yummy. But yeah, that jar, it's on par with, you know, the miniature Bun Mama jam jar. You know, the jam jars with the checkered gingham top. Like, you can have miniature of those too, and I feel like it's on par with the miniature jam and the miniature Nutella. Tell me more. About what? Is it the cashew Nutella? The only issue I find with when people try to make it healthier is that they often make it unsweetened. And it's a lovely idea, but it's so weird. It's like the spread that is basically honey and cocoa. It's not exactly good. Not quite. It's a really misshapen slice of bread. I'm hungry. Who else is hungry? Starving. I'll try to, whenever I can go out in the world again, if I see those, I will grab you one, Ellen. Just for the sake of it existing. And also it's a really cute, like, paint supply, in my opinion. You could bring them in the store and have it sold as like a 2-in-1. First you get to enjoy the tasty spread, and then you have a really cute travel jar for painting. See? Win-win! have enough lentils. Ooh, lentils are delicious. What kind of lentils do you prefer cooking, Stephen? If I take a handful of Oreos to snack on while I walk, does the walk still count? Yeah, it's good for mobility. I'm on stacked appetite suppressant drugs and stuffed with croissant. Oof. Is the appetite suppressant a side effect of something else? Because you don't strike me as the kind of person that would require appetite suppression on its own. Oh my gosh, box of paint. You know what that makes me think of? A raisin cookie when you thought it was gonna be chocolate chips. Good mix is mostly basic brown plus if you red, they dissolve some spices in tomato paste. Okay, I tried what's the ones that I cooked recently? They were really interesting because they kept their shape super well, and it was really delicious. Because my main issue with lentils is that sometimes I want to cook them, then drain them and add them to something else. But if they're like not too soupy, it doesn't really work. Well, I do that with empty half pans from my personal stash for good customers after I sell them in middle box. Aw! I offer to sell them the rest that will fit it up for a few bucks. Oh, that's so kind! Haha, exactly that. Oh my gosh, how disappointing. Like, you're gonna eat the cookie anyway because it's a cookie and you took a bite of it, but to expect a chocolate chip and to get raisin is a thing. Off topic, but dish called stuffed cabbages are called in my country doves. Really? What's it stuffed with? Is it stuffed with minced meat? Yeah, it says it's an. Oh, okay, I see. I think it might have been little black beluga lentils that I got. They're really good. I have a distinct memory of an extended relative bringing a thing of cookie when they visited when I was 4. I thought they were chocolate, ended up being raisin. Was so disappointed. Aw, that's a bummer, Lee. Though, I guess getting like awesome food like croissant might help into like if it's not if it's not physical hunger, it's gonna be like excitement at the joy of eating a good croissant. And the French puree variegated lentils. Yeah. I need to check what the, like I said, the farmer's market, because they have a bunch of dry stuff you can cook yourself. And I just tried to get stuff that doesn't take too long to cook. The beluga lentils are not that long to cook, and they're really good. With rice and meat. Oh, okay, so it's basically like... we call them cigare au chou in French. So it's cabbage cigars. What? It's basically stuffed cabbage, yeah. And it's served with the tomato sauce, I think. As a kid, my mom would bake porcupine meatballs, which is meatballs that when you form the meatballs, you put uncooked rice in them. So when they cook in tomato juice in the oven, they have like tiny grains of rice protruding, so it's like a porcupine. Cabbage rolls. Oh, I see. Okay. Cigare au chou. Oh, lentils are so good. They're full of iron too. Oh man, I want lentils now. I want anything. Parle de bouffe, j'ai faim. Ah! Oh, zucchini squash is starting to be available from local sources, like local farmers, and I'm so excited for it. Can't wait for carrots to be there. I have an ongoing love affair with black beans. Oh, really? I don't think I've eaten a lot of black beans. Not a big fan of the kidney beans, but I really like lima beans, white navy beans, yeah, soybeans, and lentils. Oh my gosh, lentils. Lentils are higher protein, good for soy boys. It's hilarious that the soy boy thing, because it's like it's fake pretenses, because people who eat soy don't have the effects. Chablis, tu vas-tu donner des munchies? Munchies. Filippo. Baked beans. Baked beans are often white navy beans, but since they're cooked, they become brown. Soy is high calorie, really? Oh, I didn't know that. Tofu is not that bad. And it's basically, or maybe because it doesn't have all the fiber of the bean in there. And yeah, they make soybean oil, though they make corn oil, so... Mais oui, dès qu'il est question de munchies... Kidney beans, I just find them bitter, I think. Like, I like the mushy part in them, but the shell is really bitter. Oh, pinto. They don't smell great when cooking? That's hilarious. Il était-tu content, Chablis?
Super content, il se laissait flatter.
Oh!
Babou est venu voir. Fait quoi, le dessus de dormir?
Fait quoi, comme... Nah. Soybeans are about 1/3 fat. Ah, oh, really? Oh, I didn't know that. Beans are great. Oh, they're such a fun part of soups. Can only handle kidney beans in chili. Yeah! Well, that's what I thought, but then I started making chili without kidney beans, like with other beans in there, and I was like, huh, I can skip the kidney beans altogether. Interesting. That's why they get fed to cows. Yeah, but cows don't need soy. They need, like, grass. I'm really excited for soup season to roll back in. I never end up baking a lot of soups when it's colder, but I don't know, they're a recomforting presence in my brain. Like, I'm like, ah, soups, cozy. Different beans need different gut bugs. So add them slowly. Kidney beans are often harder for people to digest. Huh. Can't wait for winter. I know what you mean. Can't wait for fall. I'll take fall. But it's gonna be still warm until like October. Blech. Soups are amazing. You can, it's basically like the same sort of idea as a salad, but better. Because you can add awesome stuff in there. And it's warm. My husband dislikes soup on principle. Why does he dislike soup? What's the principle that would make someone dislike soup? Well, that's what I do most often. Black beans, pinto beans, chickpeas, lentils. Ah, soup is great. Like, you can really have it any kind of way you want. You can make it like a blended potage if you want, or you can make it one with pasta, like a minestrone, or you can make it full of beans. Oh, that's awesome, Jelly Bean. That's so great. We have a great place here in Stratford called Soupsery. That's such a good name, though. He wants his food to have texture and require chewing. Well, you can have soup that requires chewing. What? Oh, je pense que il y a un oiseau qui a spoté dessus du pot. Low heat cooking. The liquid retains the vitamin. What's not to like? Seriously. And you can use up all the you know, the less fancy stuff that's in the fridge. If you have something that has gone a bit soft, like older carrots or whatnot, in a soup, that's not gonna matter at all. Or potatoes. Oh, potatoes in soup! Whereas, especially with appetite issues, things I can pour down my gullet are great. Are you doing a lot of smoothies? Smoothies are great when it's hot. Add crouton. Yeah. Large salad will let you know you have jaw muscles or not, and you're gonna be sore. Oh, I don't know. I'm not a big lettuce person. Like, there's a few types of lettuce that I like, but so much work. Potatoes in everything are good, like samosas, pierogies. Gnocchi are basically like pasta made from potatoes and wheat, so wheat. Oof. Like, instead of having a large lettuce salad, I would rather have a bean salad or something. Dan, have you ever had the soups that are served in a bread bowl? That's pretty cool too. Oh, samosas. I don't think I've ever really had samosas. I'm always tempted to get some from the grocery place, but it's kind of expensive. Ah, potato salad, yes. Or, I don't know why, but cold, but like boiled potatoes that have gone cold, I find them really tasty. Like, not necessarily fridge cold, but like just a bit warmer than fridge cold. That's really tasty. We baked our gnocchi and made chips. Oh, dude. Have you seen the video of the guy who tries to deep fry gnocchi and it just explodes everywhere and it's hilarious? I'm gonna go over there and feed you samosas. Alright, alright. I'll try to get some from the grocery, the farmer's market stuff. They have samosas, and they also have another thing whose name escapes me, but it looks like onions, maybe, stuff that's like fried together, and it looks amazing. Salad on its own is very low calorie, very nutritious, but you need basic fuel as well. Yeah, that's why I would prefer to have like all of the veggies except the lettuce in a smaller amount possibly, but with beans. No, it's not. Hold on. Ah non, ta face. En fait, c'est de démonter la face. It's called like bhaji. Yeah, onion bhaji, that's it. They look amazing, but Mr. E is not big on onions, so... Oh man, I'm hungry. Oh, pro tip, if you're trying to save the carbs, make Greek pasta salad without the pasta. Tastes just as good, all the benefits, none of the carbs. That has feta in it, right? It's feta, tomatoes, cucumbers, olives, possibly. Mostly listening on my Oreo walk to check if fog is on the dam. That's awesome, Ginger. I mean, seriously, I'm a big proponent of fighting one fight at a time. And if you need a handful of Oreos to go take a walk, well, bring a handful of Oreos and go take a walk. Oh man, hungry. There used to be this Indian... Hold on, is that the word I'm looking for? Yeah, I think it is. That's what you call food from India, right? I'm having a brain fart moment. Anyway, there was a restaurant on my way to one of the places I worked to. It was, Oh, Chablis, hello. There's a cat at the window. Yeah, it was called like Restaurant 100% Excellent Cuisine or something like that. It had a big sign that would said like 100% Excellent Cuisine. And it always cracked me up because I was like, what? What is that supposed to mean? Hey, thank you for being here, Susan. Have a great weekend. I haven't eaten a lot of Indian food, to be honest. Feta, tomatoes, cucumbers, sweet peppers, Kalamata olives, and I throw in sun-dried tomatoes. Ooh. Simple olive oil, red wine, balsamic vinaigrette. There's a couple of companies that will offer vegan feta. Feta, you know, like fake feta. And it's not that bad, to be honest. There's one company around here that is from Greece, and they make really amazing vegan cheese. Like, I really like their vegan parmesan because it smells just like real parmesan. And it's really simple. It has just a few ingredients in there, and I'm like, what is this magic? What? Hello, Scoot. Salut, les bébés. Tu veux venir me voir? Viens ici. Qu'est-ce que tu fais, mignonne? T'es où? T'es passé où? Mon Dieu, t'es basse. There you go. Salut, ma minette. Yeah, they have a really good vegan mozzarella and a really tasty vegan parmesan. And I think they have a vegan feta, and I tried it once, but a long time ago. But it would be really interesting for either fake spanakopita or fake Greek salad. And I would just put sun-dried tomatoes and no actual tomatoes because I don't really like... Qu'est-ce que tu fais, Minette? C'est ça? She's sniffing stuff out. Qu'est-ce que tu fais? Scott, c'est bien un plan de merde. Qu'est-ce que tu fais, mon bébé? Ok, c'est bon. On revient par ici. Voilà. How long does M-Gram paint tricks to dry in pans? A long time. It never fully dries. My mom used to clean house for a couple of doctors originally from India. She used to send my mom... Oh, that's awesome. Like the real stuff. Fluffy butt. Fluffy butt, c'est toi ça. Un grosse malcommode. She's shedding so much still. Oh, I gave her pumpkin earlier, and it was so hilarious because a pumpkin puree is her favorite thing in the world. and she was so hyped for it that she literally put her face straight up in the pumpkin, and she had a bunch of pumpkin on her chin after that, and it was just hilarious. Like, I'm guessing this cat likes pumpkin. She's Miss Fluffy Bottoms. Fluffy Bottoms. Fluffy Pantaloons. Une belle minute. Our allergies have been really bad too. Not now. Now it's a bit. We're a bit through one wave of it, but dang, it was bad. Like she had big itchy spots above her eyes, so her sort of eyebrows were all puffy. Fluffy Pantaloons should be a hipster band name. Aww, Fluffy Pantaloons. No, she does not. She doesn't need one. Alright, so do you guys have anything else you want to mention? I think I might end this up here. If there's nothing else, well, thank you very much everyone for being here today. As always, we always end up having a lot of fun on those live streams, and always end up quite hungry. So I hope you guys have a great weekend, and we will see each other quite soon. Do you know how long Cheap Chose back orders? I have no idea. They're not super friendly for shipping to Canada, so I've never ordered from them. Take care, everyone. See you all on the Discord server. Do you want to say bye? No, you're not saying much. All right. Well, thank you for being here, guys, and see you all next time. Bye bye.